What's up, guys? So, one of the main reasons why I decided to create a podcast was because originally I didn't like being on camera. Although on my IGTV videos I posted videos of me working out, what I'm doing right now at this moment I couldn't originally do without just getting past my fears. My podcast, I usually focus more on motivation overall and being able to overcome challenges, and that isn't a lot of what you see currently on my YouTube channel, and that is what I'll also be including, surrounded by content that I upload onto YouTube now. This will be created as an alternate playlist, and it will include a different vibe that I'll provide to people who wish to be motivated or inspired somehow. And these podcasts do not necessarily have to be about fitness, but I definitely will focus on that for those who are interested. Over the course of the last year, me being able to pursue IGTV, I realized that it was something that I love to do, but I also wanted to be into different social platforms, in this case, YouTube. I love YouTube, and so far right now it has been a struggle and I'm still getting used to the platform, but I think overall it's something that I'll definitely be able to handle once I continue to post more content. I am really going into this 100%, so make sure that you stay tuned for more content. Thank you. Guys, so I hopped on a phone call yesterday with one of my good friends, DJ. DJ is into sports entertainment, and we recorded a podcast that I will release on some of the platforms that it is hosted on, which is Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So make sure that you look out for that and search for Supreme Micah if you would like to listen to those podcasts. He's really into leadership, DJ, and we discussed a lot. I'm really excited about this podcast. I already edited that podcast, and I likely will share a snippet in this video, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. What's up, guys? So I'm literally interrupting my dinner right now to speak with a good friend of mine from college. His name is DJ, and he is in sports entertainment. Now, most recently, he has been into leadership, and he's been helping a lot of people with being able to build leadership qualities, which I admire a lot. He's a great person, and I think that he's very intelligent, and I think he's doing something with this right now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hop on a phone call with him, and what we're going to do is discuss content that we want to create. Some of his content and the shows that he did appear on, other podcasts, I think that me and him can be able to flow a lot in regards to topics. Hopefully we can come up with some material to share with you guys. Right now this is just a brainstorming phone call, so stay tuned. So DJ, you mentioned that the podcast that you're doing in the next few days is something that you've been doing routinely recently. You've been doing multiple podcasts for acquaintances of yours.
Yeah, so I've been working on a lot of content, and I have my own content that I've been building consistently for a while now. But now I do this weekly series called Weekly Leadership that I've been doing. So, we're 13 episodes in. I write articles on LinkedIn. I had a book that I wrote back in February, but I went to an event in September, started connecting with all these people from this conference. It's an amazing event. It's called Summit of Greatness. It's literally like the best ever. And so I met all these people and started making all these connections. Funny enough, a lot of the podcasts I've been doing are people that I didn't meet there. There were people I met afterwards, because there's about 2,000 people there. So, just through connections and meeting a bunch of people, it kicked off with, a few people that I knew, and then it kind of just grew from there. So I just got done with one that came out a couple of days ago. Like I said before, I got another one I'm recording. I'm going to be catching up. We're going to kind of do like an open format conversation, just catching up, but also talking about like mindset, leadership, growth. That's the one I'm doing on Sunday, so that'll be a really good one. And then somebody podcast. And, just kind of just sharing some insight and, just going over different tips and pieces of advice to help people. So that's my main goal, is to go out there, get as much content as possible through helping and engaging with people through their channels, but then ramping up so I can start putting mine together. I think I might have told you this via text. I have some equipment that I started buying, and I'm going to be moving to Charlotte, so I'm going to have an office space in Charlotte so I can put that together with my whole office setup.
Wow, you're moving to Charlotte.
Yeah, man, yeah. My girlfriend's from North Carolina originally, and we met up at J-Root. And so, we came back here. I'm from Jersey. She was living at Philly at the time, and then we moved together in Jersey. And, we've been at it for the last 5 years, lived in a couple different places. And last place we lived in, very, very nice place. This place is even nicer, but of course it's a lot bigger. And so, we have not only more space and more rooms and all this stuff, but I'm not going to have my office. And it'll be nice. It'll go out to the balcony and all that stuff. So put my library in there, hang out my artwork and things like that. So that'll be dope.
DJ, so for one, I just want to say congratulations. That's a lot. And then two, you're really moving forward with this, and 2020 being only a few weeks away, I don't blame you. Listen to what you're saying. You sound very ambitious, and looking at the content you've been in so far, DJ, and your motivation from the posts that I've seen on your social media, I think that you're really up to something, and I really want to work with you in the future. At this point, I feel like our mindsets click in regards to creating content, and although we're aiming for different perspectives in regards to what we want to speak upon, I think that overall we're identical in regards to reaching those goals. I know from prior posts that you've posted in the past, DJ, that you are also into fitness too. Can you just tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think, and being that we go back a couple of years, we might have touched on this previously in past conversations, but, fitness was really that next step, or I should say that first step to becoming the next best version of myself. And so, just to backtrack a little bit, I got to college in Rhode Island, Johnson and Wales. My freshman year I went in, I was 320, right? And, I was kind of just hanging out, meeting people and eating their food, whatever. And I'll never forget that one day. I was just like, it just hit me. I was having like ramen or whatever, right? Typical college food student, right? And, and I was just eating the ramen, and I was just like, man, this is just so salty. And it kind of just, it hit me, right? I just had this epiphany, and my family has a long history of diabetes, so I was just like, I need to really start stepping it up and make a change. And so I dedicated those next 2 weeks to working out. Long story short, over the next 4 years while I was in school, lost 110 pounds over the next, those next 4 years. And that led to not only just losing the weight and getting fit and then, getting lean and building muscle and all this stuff. I got really into like bodybuilding, compound movements, conventional lifting. But, it was the mindset aspect. When you're going to the gym and you're going to go deadlift for a new PR, there's that part of you that's like, you got to reach down to dig deep because you've been sitting at 300 for the past 3 weeks. You're like, all right, I got to hit 335. You're constantly pushing yourself, and that was the aspect that I loved about fitness. It was me against me. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go in, I gotta compete with somebody else or whatever. It's all about you. That's why I fell in love with the sport of bodybuilding, because it's all about how you're developing as an athlete. At the end of the day, it's a lifestyle, but it all comes down to you and you only. So that was really key to me, growing, not just physically, but mentally as well. And then that parlays into my mindset and how I want to achieve my next goals, which then led to me, doing my internship and like meeting my mentor and then getting into business and watching that whole aspect. It's really a lot of similarities. You're starting from scratch and you're building your way from being in the fitness game is not an overnight thing. That's a dedication.
Absolutely. It is.